Hello students, political parties, national political parties and the state or regional political parties, our recent topic. Among the national political parties, we have total 7 political parties in India. As yesterday I told you that the national political parties, they are country-wide parties and they propagate the policies and programs that affect the whole country. Today, we are going to discuss a few lines about all the national political parties that exist in India. And first of all, we are taking a very newly formed national political party which was recognized in 2016 by the Election Commission, and the party was set up on 1st January 1998 as All India Trinamool Congress, AITC. The party has a symbol as flower and grass. The party is very, very popular in the northeastern part of India, had been in power in West Bengal, and the party is also very famous in Arunachal Pradesh, Tripura and Manipur, that is northeastern India. And the party, the Trinamool Congress, it supports secularism and federalism, the federal character of the country and secularism. Correct? Second major national political party is Indian National Congress. It was formed on 10 December 1885. It was organized when the revolt of 1857 was failed, and Indian nationalists came to know that the main cause of the failure of the revolt was that Indians had no platform. So Indian National Congress provided a platform to the Indian freedom fighters to fight against the colonial rule, and after that it became a political party of India. The party did very well under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The party was in power without break for a long time in India, but after 1998, its support declined miserably. And after its support declined miserably, there was era of coalition governments, as we discussed yesterday. So now, Indian National Congress, it is the largest party of the UPA, the coalition, the alliance, UPA, it is the largest party, and currently it is in opposition in India. However, the party supports secularism, the party supports equality to all, the party also supports the integration of Indian economy with the foreign economy, and like this, India should be connected with the global developments, that is globalization, integration of economy with the rest of the world, and it doesn't say anything if the question of any other discrimination arises. It supports totally equality among the citizens, freedom to all, etc. Then the third and a very important national political party of India, which is recently in power with the alliance as NDA, that is Bharatiya Janata Party. Its earlier name was Jan Sangh, and this party was established, BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, was established in 1980. And since 1998, when the support of the Congress declined, this party is doing very well in the political arena of India. However, the party supports secularism. The party also tends to protect the rights of the poor and work for the poor. However, the party is also established on the foundation of Hindutva, and in the agenda of the party it has been written that unconditional integration of Jammu and Kashmir to India, unconditional, without any condition, integration of Jammu and Kashmir to Indian territory. and they support totally Indian culture, Indianized culture, and the domestic production should be given preference. All these are the agendas, all these are the policies of Bharatiya Janata Party. Today it is the largest party in NDA and currently in power at the center and in many states also. Then the next major political party of India, national political party of India, is Bahujan Samaj Party, BSP, Bahujan Samaj Party, established in 1984 as a national party of India. The party was founded by Kanshiram, and the BSP, the party encourages and it gets its encouragement and support from Sahu Maharaj, from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, from Mahatma Gandhi, from Mahatma Jyotiba Phule, Periyar Ramaswamy Naikar, etc. These are some of the major ideals of the party. From the ideals of these leaders, the party espouses its policies. And as the name tells you, BSP Bahujan Samaj, the party wants to support the Bahujan Samaj. The so-called people who were considered to be lower, who were considering to be a lower caste, hitherto treated as inferior, the party support their equality and the party support their rights. The next national political party is a very old party again, that is CPI, Communist Party of India, founded in 1925 when there was colonial rule in India. And the main policy and agenda of the party was to oppose imperialism, to oppose colonialism and support independence of India, also to establish equality and particularly supporting the trade unions, etc. This party is very famous among the poor, and the party is also famous again in the northeastern part of India, particularly in those areas where there is lot of labor, lots of labor class working in the industries, working in the fields. The party support all these people. But the party was split, which became a next national political party of India. It was split in 1964, and the party that was split was known as CPIM, Communist Party of India, Marxist, because these parties, communist parties, they are based on the socialism preached by Karl Marx, who was a philosopher in the modern period, and because of the teachings of Karl Marx, there was Russian Revolution, well organized by the workers and peasants of Russia, and encouraged the workers and peasants of the other countries also, including India. So in 1964, the party was split, and the CPIM, that is Marxist, was separated from it. Although in its policies and programs, the parties, they have the same policies and programs. They stress upon socialism, equality, equal wages for equal work, each according to his work, each according to his capacity, scientific socialism, as we were given this theory by Karl Marx. But the party was separated in 1964 because they wanted a strict socialism, strict communism in the country, but with democratic ideals, because India being a democratic country, a very strong democratic country, socialism with democratic ideals. And finally, a party was formed in 1999. It was named as NCP. It was split from the Indian National Congress, the party of Mr. Sharad Pawar. The party was formed because this group was separated from the Congress on the issue of that the higher post of the country, like the President and Prime Minister, they should be given only to the naturally born citizens of India. Although the party is in alliance with the Congress, UPA, it is an alliance with them, but only on one issue. They were separated from the Indian National Congress, and that issue was that the high positions in the country, they should be totally reserved, they should be kept only for the naturally born citizens of India. Because you must be knowing, students, that in India there are different ways to attain the citizenship. And the first and the foremost way to attain the citizenship of the country is by birth. If a child is born in India, automatically he or she will be the citizen of India. So this party espouses, this party supports that the high position in India should be kept, should be given only to the naturally born citizens of India. No any other. If someone is married to India or came from outside, these posts should not be given to them. So only on this issue NCP was separated. So these are 7 national political parties of India. Apart from that, there are so many regional parties that exist in the country. Regional parties, previously they were regional in their outlook, in their popularity previously. A few decades back, they tend to be state parties, they tend to be regional. But after the coalition era, since 1991, there is a coalition era in the country. Since there have been 3 alliances, 3 coalitions in India, permanent coalitions. So one or the other regional party have got an opportunity, a very good opportunity to be a part of the coalition, and they have become countrywide famous. So now for the last few decades, these regional parties, they are regional, but they have attained the popularity at the central level because being a part of the alliances. So we talked about national parties today. We talked about their introductory part, 3 marks. They are asked in boards, very frequently asked in board examination. Finally, we will dwell upon the topic that political parties are not free of challenges. Political parties face 4 major challenges in India, and if these challenges are overcome, if political parties work hard and they overcome these challenges, they face these challenges, then there is scope for improvement because they are very necessary for the working of a democracy. And finally, we will discuss that how political parties can be reformed, but because this is also a very critical topic, that how we will reform the political parties, because after all they are the rulers, after all they are the lawmakers. So tomorrow we will meet again with these lectures, with these topics. Till then, it is a very goodbye from me.